Hey there! Welcome to episode 9 of my Hardcore Forever world. I'm currently standing on top of, I guess we could call it a side quest, because if you haven't seen my shorts, you may not know where I'm at, so go check those out. But anyways, yeah, I went back to spawn point. Spawn's right there above my head, and thought I would build a fun little winter cabin here, kind of like a vacation spot. It was just a Christmas short, so go check that out. Obviously, it's nowhere close to Christmas anymore. Yeah, it's been a while since I've posted, and I apologize for that, but I'm excited for this episode. If you're new here, thanks for being here. Don't feel like you gotta go watch all my other episodes to know what's going on in this video. If you've been here, thank you for coming back. It's always nice to see you guys again. You guys have just been so great in supporting me. Now that I think about it, it's actually already been a whole year since I've started this hardcore world and started my journey on YouTube. So yeah, still here a year later. It's been 850 days in hardcore. Enough yapping. I think I should give you guys a tour of this house. And then we've got a good little journey to get back over to Dinosaur Mountain and my normal base. So let's hit a refreshing scaffold. Well, that was great. Yeah, let's just say I'm rusty. It's been a while. Anyways, here we are in the main area of the house coming in. Got a little table here, a nice cozy fireplace. Kitchen, stocked, got the essentials, golden apple, potatoes, berries, all that. So when I come, I'll have a little bit of food left. But yeah, this is the cozy cabin. We got some workstation here, another fireplace, because you know you got to stay warm out here in the tundra, whatever you call this place, the ice spikes area. We got a nice window here to watch the sunsets, because y'all know me, I like a good sunset. Sunrise on that side. Up here we got kind of some living quarters, just some storage in the hallway. My bedroom, nothing fancy, obviously another sunset window. Yellow bed. Pretty cool. And then over here is a spare room. Doesn't have a bed, because, let's be honest, it's just me out here in this hardcore world. It's just me. So yeah, that's the house. Nothing crazy, just kind of fun. Kind of cozy. We'll go see an outside view of it real quick. Here, I'll pop into free cam so you guys can see it a little better. But yeah, just a nice A-frame style cozy cottage out here in the ice place. Anyways, I think it's about time I head back to Dinosaur Mountain. It's got a good, like I said, probably 6,000 blocks. It's been a while. It certainly has been a while since I have played. Some good stuff. See, I don't even know what's in this chest or what I should be bringing. Bone blocks are good to have. Don't know if I'll really need them. Block of coal seems kind of important. Good fuel source. Block of coal. Wowee. We got the coal for days here. Yeah, okay. Well, let's head back. Yeah, right here is where it all started. Imagine that. Right here. I think I came out something like right here, and then, you know, I introduced myself right here. Hey guys, blah blah blah. There's the anomaly shipwreck. Somehow someone parked their boat out in the sand that turned into a complete winter tundra. Whatever. Enough tootling around. Let's get to it. Let me tell you about what this episode is all about while I keep running. So basically, kind of what I'm thinking. Obviously, you guys have probably seen the title and thumbnail of this video. Hopefully that's the whole reason you clicked on this thing. But yeah, so basically I'm going to be building a completely ethical villager trading hall. And I'm going to give you a little bit of context for that. Basically, broad scheme of things, here in a couple episodes, I want to start on something really big. And some of you have probably seen me hint at it, but I want to build a massive castle. So, you know, I'm gonna need a lot of copper. So where am I going with that? Obviously, I could mine a ton of copper. I think I have fortune on one of my pickaxes. That would probably work, but come on now. There's a better option. A better option with much more adventure. We're probably going to have to go to a trial chamber soon. And in order to go to a trial chamber, we need some better gear. We need some good equipment, probably some mending, because if you've done a trial chamber, you know, probably one of the biggest things that happens to people, even if they do survive long enough, is their armor starts breaking. And then, yeah, then they're cooked. Quick sunset intermission here. Gotta love a good sunset. Back to my explanation as the night falls and everything gets dangerous. In order to have what I need to go do that trial chamber, I'm going to need a trading hall. So yeah, that's kind of why I'm going to build it. But you also know me. You've seen my videos. I do have a soft spot for villagers. Don't know if you noticed that or not. Wow, this guy is hauling buns. But the trading hall that I am going to make needs to accommodate for the villagers. So I've got a pretty cool idea for that. But yeah, that's kind of what we're going to be building today. Holy cow. Nothing like some quick combat. Do we have a village down here? I think we do. I think we'll stop at this little village here and spend the night. So yeah, that's the plan. I'm going to go ahead and skip this voyage to Dinosaur Mountain so you guys don't have to sit here and watch the whole thing, but I'll see you guys over there. Home sweet home. Yeah, I already unloaded and stuff, and when I got here it was really framey, so I ran around and loaded some chunks so that, you know, it's not excruciating to watch. But anyways, yeah, we're here and we've got a couple things to do before we really get started on our big project for today. First of which is actually going to be some long overdue naming. And I know I was saying last episode that, you know, I don't have enough name tags, and I'm going to just have to remember all these names. But guess what? Mojang must watch my videos because I just updated to 1.21.11, and apparently you can craft name tags now. So thank you, Mojang, for watching my video and seeing that I needed a way to craft name tags. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to mine up a bunch of paper and make some name tags, and then we'll get to naming. So I totally lied. I went to craft a new name tag, and yeah, it doesn't come out until the next update. But, you know, I got excited there for a second. I was really hopeful. So I'm a little bit let down, but I do have one name tag. And, yeah, it's going to be for one of the special people that we named in the last episode. Maybe next episode, probably the one after that, we will be able to craft name tags. And, yeah, we'll get back to naming on our normal schedule. But anyways, as you could probably guess, the fellow we're going to name today is, in fact, Mr. Carrot. So, yeah, I guess in a way I kind of named this guy, but at the same time, everybody seemed to agree that his name should be Mr. Carrot. So, I'm going to pop in. He's probably already gone to bed, but it doesn't matter. He's getting named. Pretty important, if you ask me. Mr. Carrot, I have great news for you as you dream. You finally get to be named, sir. So, go ahead and hop up and welcome, Mr. Carrot. You are officially Mr. Carrot now. I'm going to be honest with you guys. If you check the top left corner of this screen, you're going to notice that it's been a couple days since I named Mr. Carrot. And I guess that just shows how rusty I am because I totally forgot to hit record on this next little segment. But don't worry, I didn't actually do that much. It was, you know, probably something that, you know, maybe I didn't even need to show. But basically what I did was I fixed up some key pieces of equipment in my world here. Let's hit one of these. Oh, yeah. I also did hit a couple of those in that segment, so you'd be proud of me. I'm back. My skill is coming back. So anyways, I'll give you a quick rundown of what I did. Basically, if you've watched any of my tutorials, specifically my recent short about my automatic raid-proof system, you'll know that I use a calibrated skulk sensor system under here. So, yeah, I put that in. I just, you know, placed that out because I did have just a regular skulk sensor in there, and that was causing some problems, like if a bee were to buzz right up into the bell or something, or maybe if a villager happened to be in here and was, you know, doing his thing, it would sometimes activate the system. So that's not ideal, but the calibrated skulk sensor basically allows it so it only hears the bell, or, you know, I guess if you were to put a fireplace or something right here and put food on it or whatever. But so anyways, I fixed up that system, made sure that was all updated and working. And then over here at my crop farm, I fixed up some things that were causing the crops to not fall during the day. I know that was a problem at the end of the last one. I wasn't sure what was going on there, but when I made my tutorial, I was optimizing things and fixing things up and found the problem. Some redstone apparently was blocking the hopper system that came over here to deliver these. So now our friend gets to do stuff all day long and sort things all day long. We get to watch items fall down all day long. So that's all fixed up. I also replaced the trapdoors right here with gates, because also in the last episode I was just noticing that some of the allays were getting stuck on the trapdoors even though they were open. But gates, when they're open, don't really count as a block, so the allays don't get stuck. So I think that, I don't know how much it helps my efficiency, but at least, you know, it makes it so the allays don't have any trouble getting in there. Hello, farmer. Yeah, so you didn't miss too much. That's where we're at with that. Now it's time to kind of give you the rundown for what I'm about to do with this whole trading hall. And I think the best way for me to do that is to hop on Trevor, give you guys a little show of where I'm going to be putting this thing. Okay, Trevor, don't let me down. Oh yeah. Alright, so I've already been doing a lot of thinking about this whole trading hall situation. And obviously I already gave you the reasons for why I'm doing it, but now I'm gonna kinda tell you how I'm gonna do it, and I guess where the idea even came from. First things first, I think I'm gonna plan on putting it right in here. So we've already made a cool little overlook thing here with our little LA sanctuary setup. And I've been looking at this area, and I've just, like, the whole time I've been here, I've been wanting to put some sort of village scene in here. So I've always thought this area was really nice. But then I was like thinking about this trading hall, and I was like, okay, let's maybe put it over here, and hopefully it, fits in with the landscape well and all that, but it should help expand my little world here. Now let's talk about the whole reason I even think this is feasible. So basically, it all started when I was trying to repopulate and get more villagers for my crop farm over there. And I would notice that, a little bit after noon every day, honestly around this time, all the villagers would gather around the bell. And that's when I'd give them bread so that, we'd get more villagers or whatever. So that's kind of the first thought I had when I was like, seems like villagers actually have a daily routine. So, I'd never really thought about that before. You kind of think they just wander aimlessly or whatever, but no. I was looking into the Minecraft wiki, and actually, villagers are very, very structured creatures. They have a very distinct schedule every day, and it kind of looks like, 6 a.m. rolls around, or the equivalent of 6 a.m. in Minecraft, and that's when they wake up, and they wander around for about 2 hours, and then they get to work. And then noon rolls around, and you'd think, maybe they take a lunch break or something, but no, that's when they're done working for the day. So they've got it made as far as how long they've got to work. But then they wander around for another 2 hours, I think, and at that point is when they go gather at the bell and, socialize. It's a couple hours of social time. And then the best part of it all is they get to go to bed at 6 p.m. So, yeah, I literally, as a player, cannot get in bed as early as the villagers get in bed. So obviously looking into this whole schedule thing got me thinking a lot about how I could use the fact that their schedule is so predictable to make a trading hall that will allow me to trade with them at a certain point in the day, but the rest of the day they will get to be free and roam around and do whatever they want. Wow, look at this. Another sunset. So originally I was thinking, maybe I use the fact that social hour, they gather around the bell. Maybe I can, kind of trap them in at that point. But then I realized it would actually be better trading-wise if they're at their workbench. So then I was like, okay, I can make a system where they're basically trapped when they go to work every day. Sounds kind of like real life, huh? Basically, when they're at their workbench, they will be stuck at their workbench until, noon rolls around or shortly thereafter, and they're set free for the day to do whatever they want. Yeah, that's kind of the idea. It's a lot more complicated than it sounds, but yeah, so that's the plan. I'm going to build that now. As per usual, we're going to start off with a nice mining/resource collecting montage. So without further ado, please enjoy, try not to fall asleep, and yeah, see you on the other side. All right, welcome back. It's day 882. Yeah, I've spent a good long time gathering resources, so I should have hopefully as much as I need. But you know, we can always go back during the building process. But I also wanted to stop in to show you guys what I gathered and to also do a little side quest that is going to help us with our redstone resources. But anyways, yeah, before the sun goes down, let's real quick hit a little peek into these chests. So first chest, we got just a good bit of building materials. I don't know how much I'm going to need. I also have more in this chest here. This will be mostly for roofing and stuff. But yeah, I gathered all that. And then in here we've got hopefully the foundation for our redstone needs and a ton of wood. But yeah, check this out. When I was mining, I was just finding iron galore. So we've got a lot of iron, good bit of coal. I also managed to find several stacks of diamonds, which problem is I actually don't really need diamonds, so of course I grab them, but you know, just thought I'd tell you that I also now have a lot of diamonds. Anyways, let's hit the bed real quick, and then I'm going to show you what we're going to do for our little side quest. Okay, so as I'm planning for this redstone contraption here, I realized I need a substantial amount of sticky pistons. So I'm thinking, you know, upwards of 30 or 40 sticky pistons. So, but yeah, that tells you a little bit about the magnitude of this redstone contraption. So I need a ton of slime balls, and a somewhat recent addition, probably not that recent. I think it came with the trial chambers, so it's probably been a good long time, but you know how I don't keep up with things, so whatever. There's oozing potions now. And if you don't know what that is, like I didn't for a while, basically that means that you get to splash an oozing potion on a mob, and once the mob is unalived, it drops 2 medium-sized slimes, I think. So seems like a pretty good bargain for getting slimes. So that's what we're going to do. And I had an idea, and it's because I happened to be in this villager's house and realized that there is in fact not a villager in here, but 3 cows. So, oh, no, there is. He was just out checking on the cows. This place is a little messy, but this is the cow dome. So I think I'm going to steal some cows. Actually, you know what? I need fences first. But we're going to steal some cows, and we're going to ooze them, and we're going to get a bunch of slime balls so that we can, you know, do this contraption. Oh, we've got a line of cows following me out. Come on now. Come on. Yep. Come on out. Follow me this way, fellas. Call me heartless, but we can up our numbers a little bit. Oop, looks like I don't have my particles turned on right now. Time to go make the potion. So, yeah, you guys sit tight. Okay, so we need an awkward potion. All right, and then in with the slime block. Looks like it's working. Oh yeah, potion of oozing. Now, we got to make that explosive because I'm not going to be drinking it, I can tell you that. All right, there we go. Splash potion of oozing. Well, looks like... Man, time flies. I tell you what. So, yeah, I'm gonna grab, I guess, another night's rest. I think I'm just slow. To the oozers. Kind of want to pick up some sheep, though. Because I don't want this to be, like, a bad attempt, if that makes sense. I need some wheat. Do you guys have wheat here? We sure do. We sure do. Hello, sheep, and apparently villager. All right, thank you, Mr. Villager. Best of luck to you. I hope that I can rescue you at some point. It's going to be difficult. I know. You're desperate to get out, dude. Hey, oh, wow. My sheep are wandering off. What am I doing? Hey, come this way. 6 of them seems about right. We can beef up our oozing supply. Something about this sheep tells me he doesn't want to do the oozing experiment. So, hopefully this goes well. I better load my crossbow beforehand. All right, let's get everyone close by for an announcement. Hello, hello, hello. Oozing has been sent. Let's give it a shot. Hey, check that out. All right. It's a little chaotic, a little loud. Nothing we can't handle, though. Alright, if I get rid of all the bigger ones. Aw, no wait, these are trying to escape. Hold on, guys. I need your slimes. I think this is pretty effective. I think this worked out well. I always feel bad that the little ones literally can't attack. Like, little magma cubes can, but The small slimes, they can't. Okay, that was very successful. We got ourselves almost 3 stacks of slime balls. So definitely will do that every time I need more slimes. That's cool. I'm sure there's some sort of automatic farm I could make, but well, the sun is going down, but I think it is officially time to start into the actual project. First building the redstone, then I'm gonna build over top with the fancy trading hall, and after that I'll probably build a little bit of a village around it. So enjoy. Maybe take a quick break before you watch and, you know, get a snack or something. But anyways, see you guys on the other side, and we'll run some tests and I'll do some explaining. Alrighty, we are done with the building of this trading hall. If I've ever thought a build I've done has been a doozy, this tops them all. So, yeah, I spent like 2 weeks on this. Took me way too long, as I usually say. But, yeah, let's catch the sunset going down over the new trading hall. Obviously, you've seen it. You saw the montage. Hopefully, you enjoyed that. All the shaders and whatnot, but yeah, I think this is pretty cool. I love the idea of, you know, coming out of my house and looking down the way, and there's just the trading hall. Obviously, there's no villagers out and about right now, but I've actually been doing a little something on the inside. That's why there's bread in my inventory. Anyways, this has been the makeshift way I've been getting in while the main doors are not currently open, which we'll talk about that later, but yeah, fun little side entrance here. It takes you to the second level, and villagers don't have access up here. So yeah, I didn't quite know what to do with this area, but, you know, thought I'd just try to make it pretty. Yeah, a little bit of backstory so you guys know what's going on here. Obviously, I haven't put in all of the trading spots. So each stall kind of has 2 trading spots, but I did put a couple in. So as you can see, I've got 4 lecterns there, and then, you know, 2 Fletcher's table or whatever that is. And then I also put a mason thing over there. So kind of the reason was because, like, I wanted my villagers to have good trades, but I didn't want to sit there and, you know, revive 24 zombie villagers to get them, you know, all good prices. So I figured, you know, whatever trades I really wanting cheap, you know, I would do those. So yes, I did, while I was building this, rescue 5 zombie villagers, take them into the house, and heal them up. And then we had a fun little excursion, getting them airlifted over here from the cinnamon roll. So yeah, Trevor was very crucial in doing that. So he dropped them off for us. But then that's what I used to populate the rest of all the villagers here. So yeah, that being said, we've got 5 villagers who have the zombie rates, which is great. We've got an unbreaking 3 villager, a book, and 8 emeralds, which is legendary. And then we do have 2 mending villagers. Yeah, so mending, 6 emeralds plus a book. Man, that it doesn't get better than that, I think. I think we have another guy. Where is he at? He's over here. He is 10 emeralds and a book. So, you know, that's pretty good too. So we have 2 mending fellas. Yeah, then I also, the Fletchers, those are for cheap. Well, not that guy. I don't know where he's at, but the one guy, he's got pretty cheap sticks for emeralds. And then obviously the stone cutter is for a mason, so I can trade, I think it's 5 clay for an emerald, which is pretty great. Yeah, that's what we're dealing with here. My next big task is going to be getting the rest of these fellows all linked up with some workstations. Yeah, so this is the, I guess, first impression of the trading hall. Obviously, I haven't explained how it works yet, but we're going to get to that after we get everybody set up. And at that point, we'll just, you know, we're going to open these doors. There are doors here. You can probably tell where they're at, but they're currently closed, which is another cool feature I will explain later. But I don't want to spoil my mechanism, but you can already see it's working. Watch. These fellas are going to go in, and that closes. So if you remember what I said earlier, you can start to put together how this whole thing works. So I'm going to just take this one at a time, pretty much, and see if I can get a trade with each one. But I want to try and keep it as organized as possible so that the villagers, you know, aren't switching professions or whatever. You, sir, are going to become an armorer. You know what? I am just going to send it. I'm going to just start putting them down. Because then we can get professions for most of these guys. And whoever becomes, look at this, he's going on in. He's the man. Oh, see, no, I like that. You, sir? You want in there, too? Go on in. Okay. Oh, yes, yes. This is what I like. You 2 fellas. Good stuff. All right, you know what? Let's make some stick trades here with our boy. Bro, he doesn't have a job. He's not going to give you any emeralds. He's going to give me some emeralds, though. Yeah. I learned a really cool trick from some guy on Instagram. Literally, you can push the space bar to just reload the last trade that you wanted to do. Okay, hopefully that should be enough to start sealing the deal with some fellas. Hey, fellas. How's it going? You can come right on in. Get the shovel. Secure the deal. Hopefully you guys end up being different, but welcome to the team. All right, grindstone next. Coming in over here. Hello, sir. Would you like a job? Yes, you would. Oh. See, that's what I like to see, but unfortunately I'm going to leave that for later because I don't have a ton of money and I'm trying to get everybody situated. Yes, yes, brother. Go on in. I know. Yes, you want a job? Yes, you do. Bane of Arthropods. Not what I'm really in for. Let's see if we can trade that out. What do we got? Sharpness 2 and breaking 2. I'll take that. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, okay. Ooh, a leather tunic. No, that looks nice. That looks nice. I like that, dude. That looks good. Good job. Okay, who else would like to join in there as a shepherd? Here, you know what? I'll even open it. Something really appealing about this guy over here. He seems to have that X factor. Yes, yes. Okay, what do you got, brother? Give me a trade. Okay, never mind. Let's put the next pair down. I'm gonna put the cartographers down. Are you gonna be the guy that finds a map for me? Oh, paper. See, that's why I brought my paper. I don't actually know if I have enough paper, but 28, sure do. There we go. Yes. Someone else want in there? Yes, go on in. Same deal. Okay, cool. I ought to go get all my clay. That's what I'll do. I'll go get my clay, because that should be a pretty substantial amount of... Yeah, this is going to get chaotic here as soon as those gates open back up, so... May have to just... It's going to get disorganized. I don't know. I don't have any really good way to do it. But I just got to get them all a single trade, and then after that, they should start to always just go to their place. and not be switching things up on me all the time. Yeah, what I tell you, all the gates are open, so everybody's free to wander, but a lot of times they just stay and trade anyways. Wow. Are we already going to... I guess I did doodle around a lot. Well, that's good. That'll actually keep it more organized. While everybody is sleeping, I can do some crucial emerald gathering. Oh, no, that's not going to work now, is it? Ooh, the problem is... Yeah, maybe I'll just go back and fix this one up real quick. Hopefully I have enough XP. Oh, yes, barely enough XP, but that should do it. Now I just need some XP. Oh, brother. I have an idea. I could trade off some of these taters. Hello, hello. Do you take... You do. I love you. You're awesome. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna be back. Do you trade potatoes? You certainly do. Yes, you are awesome. Have an amazing... Oh, you trade wheat too? I should be getting emeralds from my freaking crop farm. These guys are legendary. We have them farm the crops, and then we trade the crops right back to them. This is ultimate. Hello again. Sorry to bother you. Oh, you're a pumpkin pie guy. Sleep tight. You making good trades tonight. Mr. Carrot. Hello, Mr. Carrot. Yes. Ah, you are awesome. So many emeralds. I hope you sleep so good. Actually, I'm probably going to visit you one more time just because... Oh, this is insane. 4 apples for an emerald? This guy believes in the future of golden apples. I like that. Wow, Mr. Carrot is an apple guy. The more you learn about people when you spend time with them, it's great. Good thing we have a ton of carrots. I feel like carrots are like one of the things we have the most of. I'm almost out of wheat, but it's because I used a bunch of it for the villagers over at the new trading hall. Get a good amount of carrots up in here for some quality trades. Hello, sir. Yeah, I know you like a trade. I'm gonna come back for your apples someday. I like that. There's a spider in your place. Let me take care of that for you. Wow, he was quick with it. But oh, you're also an apple guy. Oh my goodness. Okay, got over a stack. I've got my shovel pretty much healed up. The fellas over at the farm always do me right. I hope they think I treat them well, so, you know. And I do. I checked in on them, like, multiple times. Obviously, it's already day 1056. But, yeah, I checked out on them frequently. Never a mishap over there. I love it. We've retained all the allays. We've retained all the villagers. There's been no zombie outbreaks within the farm or anything. So, pretty proud of how well that's worked. And obviously, you can see how much stuff I've been getting. Hello, everybody. I have returned. Okay, we're set. The fellas are good there. I'm gonna put our farmer fellas right over here. Yes, get on in there, dude. Get you a job. Oh, it's gather time. So, a little bit of chaos, but as I told you before, they're very predictable. That's my cue to just stay out of the way and wait till later. Beautiful. I think I get more than 4 because I also have Fortune 3 on this bad boy. Oh yeah. Alright. Where is my... There you are. Yes, see, this is what I'm talking about. Bro's already maxed out, but we have plenty more where that's coming from. Okay. And our other friend over here. Yes, this is what I'm talking about. Good stuff. Hello. Yes, I would love that. So, I'll get some bricks from you, sir. Yes, that's exactly what I liked. Rabbit stew. Seems like a nice lunch option. And a bucket of cod. Looks good. Okay, it's time for the moment of truth. I feel like we've had a lot of moments of truth this episode. With, yeah, whatever. But yeah, let's do this thing. I'm gonna mine all these beds, and then I'm gonna open these doors. And at that point, we'll see what happens, because it could be total chaos, and maybe these guys wander off, and my village trading hall is just a bust. But I'm pretty confident. I've done a lot of work in this to make sure this hopefully works. But get ready for a rude awakening, everybody, because I'm about to mine all of your beds. What the heck? You're going to have to use your little brain to look around for a new bed once I open these doors. What kind of project do you need 35 beds for? Oh my goodness. I just hit a guy. I gotta get out of here. I did not mean to do that. Okay, we need a pivot. This is some excitement. Good thing I have a totem strapped. I could have been okay. He is clearly not happy. Still. At least I didn't hit a villager. I hate to do this. I'm gonna have to get rid of him. I've never had to do this before. I hate to say this. I'm gonna kill my first iron golem. A very unfortunate mishap. Hopefully there's no other ramifications with this. I feel so bad for this. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm so sorry. This might raise prices, I'm not sure. Whew. Watch out, Mr. Villager. Watch out. We have a feral golem on our hands. Oh, this breaks my heart. I didn't know I'd have to do this, but it's for my own safety. Brother, I can see the rage in your eyes. Please. Please forgive me. Oh, I just killed an iron golem. Not what I was expecting. But he half-healthed me right there, and my life was flashing before my eyes. Holy cow. I'm just glad I didn't hit a villager, because then all three of them would have been after me, and that would have been very bad. I will not forget this guy, even though he was bent on killing me. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. I'm not even going to risk mining these beds for fear of hitting a villager. I'm going to just throw these doors open. Okay, everybody. Oh, I must have used the raid system for this. So, I guess that's a perfect time for me to explain this whole deal. So, obviously there's 6 doors all the way around. And there's this cool little bell system in the middle here, with buttons underneath. I don't know if you noticed that already, but this is a new prototype for a raid-proof system, okay? So obviously this is the center of the village. They gather around here, and it's where the bells are at. So theoretically, if I were to summon a raid, I've noticed that all of the villagers come and ring the bell. Like, you'd think it would just be like one or whatever, but no, they all come and try to ring the bell. Bit chaotic, but that means they're all gathered in this little spot for, 10, 20 seconds, I don't know. So I rigged up a timer with skulk sensors that hear the bell, and I don't know exactly how long it is, but I timed it and tested it out so that it is a perfect amount of time for pretty much all the villagers to come in to hear and ring the bell, and not enough of them to go out. So basically 1 or 2 might not make it in, and maybe a couple make it out before the doors close, but then the doors will close and everybody's pretty much locked in here, and that will keep them hopefully from running around outside and getting hit. Obviously, I know everyone's going to say, what about the Vexes? Well, yes, I can't really do much about the Vexes. Hopefully, our big strapping fellows here, minus the one guy, bless his heart, will take care of the Vexes for us. But yeah, that's kind of the idea with this. So I also include a little button at each of the doors that can manually open and close the doors individually. But systemically, if I hit this button, most of them should open. Clearly they did not. So I guess some of them I manually did. I don't know. Excuse me, sir. Now, I will say I'm actually going to leave these 2 doors closed because it's the backside of this thing, and I haven't built any village looping around this side, so there's no housing over here, and it's just one more exit that they could use to, get confused. So hopefully I can funnel them in and out through these side doors and then the main front doors. But hopefully now they start coming into all the houses and finding all sorts of places to live. And I'm going to just go ahead and wrap that up. I gotta figure out what to do. I need a little, like, mural in here or something. You know what I'll do? I'll make the upstairs a nice little resting place for this guy. Maybe a sunrise window. Right here. Oh, yes. This is sadness. Oh. Man. Rest in peace. I will use this iron to fortify other golems. There's a guy in the village that always looks bad, but he's never dead. He just looks bad. Hello, sir. Okay, I've got one extra. Any other iron golems? Maybe this guy over here needs something. I think there's a guy over here. Hello? Yes! Okay. His armor has strengthened the other golems. May he rest in peace. Oh, maybe I rest in peace. My ankles, at least. Alright, everybody. Time to go find a bed. Let's zoom in on this guy. Where is he headed? Okay, you're not supposed to cut across the hedge, but I guess I do. Okay. 2 men up there. Okay, sweet. Look at this. Okay, good. Good, good, good. Okay, this guy? You gonna go in there? Yes. Yes. Let me in. Beautiful. Which one are you going for? Awesome. Oh, there's already somebody in there. Anybody still chilling in here? A couple people. Okay, so these are the guys that have not yet realized they need to go out and find a bed. Well, they'll slowly trickle out, it seems. These guys are heading to the inn across the street. I put a lot of beds in here. I think there's like 8 beds in here. So there's 6 guys in here out of the 24 that have not gone out to find a bed. They just haven't wandered around close enough to any of these houses. So I think with time they should wander around enough to come in close enough to an unclaimed bed. There's plenty of them around, so I'm not super concerned about it. Okay, I'm going to go up here, and I'm going to stand right here until 8 o'clock. It's currently a little after 6, according to Minecraft Ticks. Anyways, while we wait here, I figured I'd give you guys the official explanation of how this trading hall actually is supposed to work. And then after that, we'll just make sure it actually does work that way. But essentially, when the sun comes up, these daylight sensors tell the redstone system to prime the gates for closing whenever a villager decides to come to work. Once a villager has entered the gates and walked over the pressure plates to his workbench, the gates close and the villager is officially clocked in. This system is individual for each set of gates, meaning that a villager can come to work whenever he feels like it, even if basically all the other villagers are already clocked in. Around 2 p.m., yeah, I extended their working hours a little bit. All the gates open back up and the villagers are free for the day to go about their normal routine of gathering and then eventually wandering around and going to bed. Something else I included was what I call the buddy system. Basically, each stall has 2 workbenches for the villagers, and that just makes it so, you know, there could be 2 villagers in the stall during trading hours or just one or the other, depending on, you know, who wants to work that day. So that also ensures that, you know, sometimes if they wander off and they never come back, we still have people in the trading hall. But I guess that's the risk of having a totally free-range trading hall. Now, I know what you guys are all wondering. What does the redstone for this look like? And, yeah, I intentionally did not really show it much in the montage because I didn't want to scare you guys. But, yeah, time for the big reveal. This is what we're working with underneath the hood of this trading hall. So yeah, looks pretty complicated, and honestly it's pretty hard to see just from the free cam view, so I'm going to pop into my super flat testing world and give you guys a little bit more of an in-depth view of this. So here's basically the simple form of it. You've got 2 daylight sensors with, obviously they're calibrated using the lectern and book page setup thing. As you can see, this bulb is already on, and that's really what the determiner is. If the bulb is on, these gates will close when the pressure plate is walked on, as you can see. And then, you know, nothing the villager does is going to open that back up. So as the daytime progresses, this side of the daylight sensor, this is what I call the reset side, it is responsible for basically undoing what goes on over here. This side is responsible for literally just telling whether it's day or night. So basically this one at about 5,000 day ticks, which is like 11 o'clock or something like that, will start to activate. So I'll go ahead and put that in, and you'll see that that one lights up. And since this is a falling edge detector, it won't do anything yet until it's turned back off. And if you know anything about daylight sensors, the signal strength that they put out kind of goes up and down with, you know, depending on what time of day it is. So this is the beginning of it, and then as it ticks down to about 8,000, which is when the doors will be opening again, then that will cut back off and the bulb will turn off. So I'll go ahead and show you that too. So 8,000. And this is very calibratable, like you can literally just change the book page number. But yeah, as you can see, that caused the gates to open, and now the bulb is off. So the bulb will remain off for the rest of the day until the sun starts to go down, and that's when this daylight sensor is, again, you know, primed. It's overcome the signal strength from this, and it will, you know, turn on the falling edge detector, which obviously won't do anything all night until the sun rises. So here, I'll show you that. Yeah, as you can see, that turned back on now. So it's ready. It's going to be like that all night long until the sun comes up. This is when villagers wake up, and everything is primed. The villagers won't really come around for another 2 hours, if that makes sense. But since this is on, this now works. Just like that. So, it looks complicated, and there is a lot of complication here, just with making sure that every condition is met and that there's no weird little loopholes or whatever. When I was making this originally, I had to add this piston setup here, because if a villager was on the pressure plate, when the system reset at like 2 p.m., the gates would not open, and then the whole thing would just be screwed up. So, had to add that little, just like a hard shut off. But like I said before, this is modular. So this little thing here, it counts as one setup. It's 4 blocks wide. Well, technically it's 5 blocks wide, but you can sandwich them right up next to each other. So if you were to add another one of these, you could put it literally right along this line, and it wouldn't interfere with any of this redstone. So essentially it is 4 blocks wide with a space in between, if that makes sense. And you can see that based on how I built mine. Here's one that has, this was my practice run so that I could do it really quickly when I built it in my world. You can see there's a couple more of these. Now I would like to add, based on this demonstration that I have shown you here, I'm not exactly planning on dropping a video tutorial of this in the near future, and that's because I wanted to let you guys know that I'm actually starting my Patreon. Finally getting that up and going. A lot of you guys have been asking for it, and it will include Lightmatica schematics of hopefully eventually all of my builds. I'm going to be pretty slow about getting them all in, but I will say whenever this video drops, and I know it's much prolonged and you guys are probably mad at me, but it's because I put a lot of extra work into this and also getting the Patreon set up and everything like that. I will have the automatic crop farm as a schematic and also as a super flat world download. I'm gonna have my big redstone things just all on the same super flat, so you can just download that and just go find whatever build you're looking for, copy it, do whatever you want. But I will also have the schematics for the entire build, but also the redstone specifically, and the super flat, you know, rendition of the redstone for my trading hall, all on my Patreon, so please go check that out. It would mean the world if you support me, because the more support I can get for this, the more Minecraft I actually get to be playing, which means quicker content for everybody, and yeah, it means I also get to have more fun in my life. So yes, please check that out. Just, you know, a quick little plug. But yeah, okay, I think it's enough plugging and enough me flying when this is a hardcore episode. And yeah, let's get back to the regular video. What I'm here standing and waiting for is the big 8 o'clock rush where everybody comes flying in because it's time to get to work. And I think you guys will like that. That's gonna be the proof of concept that I need, is when everybody comes flying in. Here we go. People are trickling in. Yep, check that out. Coming from all open sides. All right, let's see. Is there someone in every stall now? For the most part. Okay, so the only thing I'm not liking right now is the fact that it seems like a lot of them are confused as to which one they should be in. And again, I think that's just because they are not yet used to their whole routine, you know, going from their bed to their place. Let's see everybody come out and go to bed. Oh, they have already left. Wow, just look at that. Empty. Okay, so tonight, that's good. Now there's only 2 guys. I don't know why they leave their doors open. I heard rumors of a villager overhaul coming from Mojang, which I'm very excited for. Because there's a lot of things I feel like could be fixed up. Uh-oh. We have a zombie villager. Oh my goodness, bro. You are dressed to the nines. Oh, I got rid of my boat. That's not good. We cannot let a golem see you. Please, come with me. Alright. Yep, there you are, buddy. Be nice to this guy. Don't be tweaking. I'm gonna heal him, okay? This guy needs a doctor, not a beating. Wow, so much excitement just happening randomly. What's the point of a Minecraft world if you don't get to experience every little thing about it, you know? You gotta, try and make this whole thing work. You gotta do this and that. But anyways, I'm pretty sure this guy went and found his house, so that's good. We need to check in on the other guy, see if we can get him a bed. I need you to try and go outside and find... There are beds available. You just need to look at them. You literally are a cartographer. You know where the woodland mansion is at, dude. How do you not know where a bed is at? Here, let's get you out. You need to expand your mind. You can't just be stuck in a stall. It's not even your stall, dude. Yes, come on now. Move on out. Nope, you don't get to go back in here, okay? Man, brother, why don't you just venture out, dude? You know what? I'm gonna make you venture out. These doors are now open. Let's just see what happens with that. All right, day 2. Let's try and test this out. Oh yeah, everybody's funneling in for work. Okay, this is how it's supposed to be. Most everybody kind of funneling in. Same time. People going into the right places. Yes, good. Yes. Let's see it. Clocked in, yes. Okay. See, this is what I like to see. Both fellas heading into work at the same time. Getting her done. Oh, these guys would work, but that one guy over there, he messed it up. So we'll say it works. So good job. Oh my word, brother. I don't know what to do to help you. Maybe if I do that. Brother, how did you just spawn in? You fresh? Recruit here? Whoa, Alfred's hitting a spin. Hit it, Alfred. Okay. This guy is going to be a little test experiment. Well, you know what? No, that's dumb because he's just going to end up living in this house. Maybe I do need a housemate, though. Do you want to be my roommate? I guess we will see. If this guy stays in my house, I'm guessing he'd probably claim my bed, which would be interesting. But if he decides to stay in the house and not go to either that village or that village, this is the naming opportunity for today, okay? So, yes, if this guy decides to stay in this house, we will name him. So please drop a comment. Make it a good name. Maybe even somewhat normal of a name. I would love to come home, be like, hello, Dave, or, some random normal person name whenever I come home. And, he and Alfred just stay home all day while I do all the stuff, all the world conquering and whatnot. But, yeah, okay. Anyways, naming opportunity alert. Drop in the comments. Okay, let's see how everybody's doing in here today. Are we actually making it in? I have a small idea, and that might be recalibrating it so that the gates don't actually close right at, sunup. Or like the system doesn't activate right at sunup. If I could make it so the system activates at like 9, so that pretty much everyone gets sorted into their places before the pressure plate, shuts the door off, that might be what we need to do. I might experiment really quick because like this is theoretically working, but I feel like I could make it work better if I calibrate it that way. This is my secret entrance into the redstone area. Ow. It's a little cave, and then it just pops right up inside. Okay, so this one's currently on page 5, which just means that all that is needed for this to activate is a signal strength of greater than 5, because this is on subtract mode. So in order to make this happen at a much stronger signal in the day, which would be 9,000, I probably need to crank it up to like, maybe we could try an 11. Maybe even a 10, honestly. Yeah, the rain's going to kind of put a hamper on me experimenting because it's not really going to register much. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to come back when it's not raining and figure that out. Okay, well, I'm going to sleep, and then we're going to calibrate this thing so that it is more effective with what I'd like. You know, attempting something new takes a lot of risk, you know, because this whole thing could just flop. So, yes, this is the big question, and I'm going to just sit in free cam. I know you guys might think I'm cheating, but this is the life of a Redstone hardcore tester right now, okay? So I'm going to just float in free cam and see what happens as everybody comes in and hopefully finds their way to the right area. Okay, so that's already closing things. Oh, it's already off. So we need this to overcome greater. That needs to be off. Let everyone get set. Okay. So there's a higher chance. See? Yes. I feel like there's a higher chance of getting them both to come into work doing this. Okay. Maybe we prolong it a tad bit longer? Because these guys neither... How is this closed? And you guys... Could be like a cat or something, probably. Okay. What if we were to go one more high? Obviously, we're not going to be able to figure that out today. We're going to have to wait another day. But I am genuinely curious if maybe that's what we need. All that yapping I did earlier about how this thing works when, you know, the sun comes up, they come in, and they're locked in immediately out. Just ignore that, because that changed just now. So, yes, but that you're in on it. You're in on the testing process. You got to feel special about that, okay? So now, hopefully, instead of it just closing as soon as they come in, hopefully they have a little bit of time to kind of gather and to land in the right spots so that we have a higher success rate of actually getting the villagers into their workstation. But I guess in the meantime, let's do some trades. I went and got some emeralds, so, you know, I got my books too. We're going to go hit up the mending men. Okay, well, wowie. 10 emeralds. I got 6 mendings. I might as well max them out. Now we have 9 mendings. So that's awesome. Let's see what you got for your next trade, brother. What do you... Oh, is it bedtime? Okay. I love this. When it's bedtime, it's bedtime. Everybody just leaves. Everybody files out, for the most part. This guy can't remember where his house is at. Look at them all come in. They're all scrambling to get to their cubicles. But their cubicles have been upgraded. So now, they don't end up in the wrong spot. Oh man. I don't know when it's going to happen. Anytime now would be perfect. I might have to bump it down one from what I had it at. I think I probably will need to do that. Yeah, this is prolonging a little longer than I expected, so. Oh, and there it was. Time to check. These guys seem to have wandered off entirely because they're nowhere to be found. That guy, don't know where he's at. Oh, he's right there. These two are in. These two are in. This one is in. Okay. 2 are in. 2 are in. 2 are in. 2 are in. 1 is in. 2 are in. Okay, so yeah, there's only 5 of these 12 slots that don't have 2 people in them. So, I mean, if you ask me, 19 out of 24 villagers in the trading hall on their own, you know what? I'm willing to consider this a victory and that this thing works as intended. I'm going to dial it back down 1 because I felt like there was plenty of opportunity in there for it to close. Okay. So yeah, I think that's a success. I mean, if nothing else, this place is a legendary villager meeting area hall. But as you can see, we can get a pretty good success rate. 19 out of 24 villagers trading, all coming in and doing what they're supposed to do with the system. That seems like success to me. So here's my official welcome to the first ever, to my knowledge, ethical and 100% free range villager trading hall. Yeah, I think it's time for us to head off to the sword and slap the mending on all of this stuff Probably also grab some unbreaking. I don't know if my armor has unbreaking, but we gotta fix all this up. Look at this. Look how broken everything is. Oh, this might mean he's my roommate. Look at this guy. Do you need like a bed? I might put you a bed. Dude, don't do it. Do not jump off of that. No, no, do not. No! Stop it. Alfred, we have a lunatic. The roommate is a lunatic. I'm gonna put you out here by the window. We'll put you just right there in the corner. How about that? There's your bed. You want me to buy your bucket of cod? I'll buy the bucket of cod. Okay, I am off to go to the sword and officially enchant all of my gear and heal up all of my gear with mending. So, thank you to the mending villagers. That was a lot of work just to have mending books, but obviously could have done that differently, but I wanted a cool trading hall. Hey brother, do you sell bread? Do ya? You do. You're awesome. I love you. Alright, we are here. To the sword. Time to get some XP and to heal up all of the stuff. Whoa now, it's getting a little bit loud in here. Oh, I just thought of something. A diamond spear. Maybe this is a cool opportunity for us to kind of look into that. I have not used spears very much, but I think it would be a fun deal. I need to enchant this to make my Silk Touch pickaxe better as well, so while we're up here doing that, might as well. We'll go ahead and grab this one first. See, that's exactly what we wanted. Efficiency 4, Unbreaking 3. And that's what we'll combine with Silk Touch and Mending. But first we need to get our Diamond Spear enchanted as well. Throw this guy in here. Wait, it changed. Oh, what an idiot. I could probably do it again, though. Let's do that. Let's just keep making spears until we have the best spear possible. So this one's got Fire Aspect. Oh, it's at Lunge 3. Never mind. I might be wrong. Let's see what another spear does, though. I think that would be fun. Okay, we'll just do it and see what happens. Sharpness 3. Yes, see, I like that. Throw this in one more time. I promise this is my last time doing this. Why can we not get anything but Bane? And looting 3. Oh, I should probably do that. Oh, that's a piece of cake right there. Oh, fellas. Chillax. Chillax, fellas. Oh, look at that sword heal up. Okay, so I have grinded and I have reached level 30 multiple times in order to get everything, you know, the mending that it needs. And now we've got pretty good armor, I would say. Unbreaking 3 mending on everything, and I think protection 4 on everything. Then we also, you know, we've got the sword, the Silk Touch diamond. I went ahead and got more enchantments on that as well. Got the old crossbow up and running again. I also went ahead and got a little extra something here. We've got Lunge 3, Sharpness 3, Knockback 2, Mending on a spear. Yeah, unfortunately, I was not able to get Mending on the bow. The bow is a little too enchanted for it to receive Mending, unfortunately. So we're going to have to go get another bow at some point. Not the end of the world. That being said, we're all set and ready to get out of here. So I'm going to make the trek all the way back to the cinnamon roll and our new little trading hall. And yeah, we'll wrap up the video. I discovered how to use lunge. This is awesome. Oh, that's so much fun. Home sweet home. Here we are. Ah, hello, roomie. Okay, that was a little more civil of a jump. Good job. Welcome to work, everybody. Look at them all coming in. We'll do a little look around, a little wellness check. So these two are in. These guys are floating around, hovering. These guys have all gotten to work. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness. that might have been the most successful one yet. Check that out. We have almost 100% completion here. Let's see how many fellas we're missing. So that stall's only got one, but he's at least hovering. So he's available for trades. He's just, you know, he's on call today. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. That is 20 out of 24 tradable villagers that are clocked in and working today. So if you ask me, I think that's about as successful as it gets for totally free range trading hall. Let me see. I do wonder, I hope we didn't lose any villagers, because that very well could be that we literally just lost villagers, but oh, I have trapped them. Fellas, this is where my $6 mending man went. He's been trapped because I put beds in a stupid position. Fellas, I apologize. This was a big mistake. So, yeah, come on out. You guys, you know, you got the day off, but I expect to see you guys, you know, in and working hard in the future. So, I'm glad that he's still alive. I low-key thought he might have, you know, taken off on us. Alrighty, well, I think that is all for today, because this episode has gone on for a very long time. I know it may not seem like for you, but for me it has been quite a doozy. But yeah, I'm very proud of this. I think this turned out a lot better than I expected. And that little last-minute calibration thing where, you know, now it closes around 9 o'clock or whatever. I think that was a key piece to making sure we have maximum tradability in our trading hall, while, you know, still remaining totally free range. I don't want to toot my own horn, but I have never seen anything quite like this. Please give me suggestions in the comments if you think there's things I could change or do better about this. I always love hearing your guys' feedback. And like I said earlier, if you feel so inclined, it would mean the world to me if you supported me on Patreon. Plus, there's a bunch of extra stuff you can get if you're looking to build some of the stuff that I build. I'm hoping to crank out some more stuff soon-ish, and definitely the next video is not going to be a project of this caliber, so it should hopefully be out a bit quicker. But that said, we are going to be heading over to a trial chamber, so yeah, you may be looking at a man who's about to just end the hardcore world. But yeah, thank you guys so much again for watching. Check out the Patreon, check out the page, and I will see you guys in the next video.